Okay. So tell me your story. What inspired you to pursue your physical, emotional, spiritual potential?
Potential. That's a funny word.
It is.
I was just unhappy. I didn't really like who I was. I was self-conscious and I didn't want to be alive. She's feeling empathy for me. She's looking at me with those eyes.
Pretty sure she's trained for that.
Yeah. I was in the middle of vet school and I just didn't, I wasn't happy with it. Like, I wasn't happy with what I was doing and thought maybe I had the wrong career, and then I was struggling along this relationship that I didn't know if it was going to work out. And my relationship with my parents was rocky, and I just really thought everything would be better without me being around. There's a lot of times I thought of just that, driving my car into a tree. Of course I couldn't, because that went against what I believe in. And so I kind of just felt like I was in a glass box or something. And then, I was really antisocial. And I'm looking back, I'm sure there were people that was trying to help me, but I didn't want to help. I just wanted to be alone. I was bitter. I was angry. I was hurt. I just didn't want to be. And I don't know. I think eventually, the thing that really got me is when I turned 24 and I looked in the mirror and I was like, dang, I've gotten fat. That sounds so superficial, but I mean, that was the physical of what I was seeing. I hated my physical body, not realizing at the time even more that I hated who I was on the inside, who I'd become. I wasn't the bubbly, happy, positive person that everyone said I was, or said I used to be. Or maybe they thought I was, and I felt like I was faking it, so I felt like I wasn't true to myself. I don't know. I didn't like who I was. I didn't like who I was, and I turned 24, and I'd run into one of my friends who also struggled with overweight, and she looked really good. And so I was a total creeper, and went on Facebook, stalked what she had done, and found the health and fitness coach that she'd worked with that I was even creepier, and messaged that coach. I was like, hey, I'm super depressed, and I just am tired of feeling this way. Can you help me? And an hour later, she messaged me back and was like, yeah, I'd be happy to tell you or help you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? And so I told her, and she got me in a 5-day clean eating group, and I was committed, because that's who I am. If you give me a plan, I'll follow it. To me, there's no risk. You're gonna do it, and if you don't get results, you're not any worse off than you were. But if you do get results, you got results, and that's super exciting. And so I went through that, and I felt good. I'd lost actually a couple inches around my waist, which I was super surprised with, because it was only 5 days, and I was just kind of shocked. But I liked having the accountability and someone that was kind of there, tell me what to do, what's your next step. And so she got me hooked up with a program called 21 Day Fix, and that's when I really started to heal on the inside too. It was really me focusing on my nutrition and my exercise, but after I completed that, I realized how unhappy I had been, and it took my sister coming into town and asking me if I was pregnant, and me saying no, to realize that other people were seeing me happy too. Because she asked me, she was just what's going on with you? You're the happiest I've seen you in a really long time. You're not depressed. Are you pregnant? And I'm no, I'm not pregnant. And so I was I guess it's just the only thing I've changed is I'm eating healthy and exercising 30 minutes a day. And so I did that program and I ended up losing 14 pounds in 3 weeks, which is still like astounding to me even thinking about that. And so my coach has helped me a lot, and I just started feeling happy at that time. So she actually asked me if I had ever considered coaching, and I was kind of like, well, not really. I mean, kind of. I always thought it sounded cool. Like, I always thought it'd be fun to, like, be a soccer coach or something like that because I'd grown up in sports, and I just thought that'd be cool, but never really thought I might be able to do it. And so she got me in another group that talked a little bit about coaching. It's like, oh, you can totally do it on, like on you, or like it's up to you how you do it. So like if you have time, you can totally work it and get some extra income. If you don't, like it's no big deal, but you get a discount on all this other stuff. And I'm like, well, I definitely want the discount. Like I love the product, so I want the discount. And then I thought it'd be cool to help other people. And then as I became more and healed on the inside, I realized that it was something I actually wanted to do, not just to like have an extra cash in my pocket every once in a while, but because I knew what it was like to be depressed and on the edge of wanting to not be alive. And I'm not the only one that feels like that way. Like there's other people that feel that way, and so I want them to know that there's a way out. Like they're not alone. I've struggled with loneliness my whole life, and I don't want them to feel alone. I want them to know that there's someone there. Even if it doesn't always fix things to know someone's there, but at least they know that there's someone that cares about them.
So would that be your ideal team member? Someone who shares that value?
The not wanting to be alone? I mean, yeah, I think that's definitely important because I value the sense of community, so I definitely want them to like have community as like something they want, which I think is kind of what like the team, like that's probably what attracted me to the Team Beachbody, because you run these challenge groups and you're connected with other people that are going through the same thing, and you just have more people to hold you accountable. So yeah, it's accountable community. I think one of the big things for me on my team, I definitely want to be like a mentor to new people that come on my team, but I really want them to be a self-learner and self-doer too. Like that's something that I do. I absolutely like ask my own coach things, but not until after I've tried to find the answer. And so that's like a must for me. Like if they're gonna work business, like, now if they just sign up for a discount, then I'm totally fine with helping whoever. But if there's someone that's being serious that wants to like really help other people, they have to be a doer. Like they have to take responsibility and ownership and want it. Like I can't want it for them. They've got to want it for them, if that makes sense. So that's something that I definitely want. And empathy. I really want them to have a strong sense of empathy and caring for people. It can't just be it can be I love fitness, but for me, like, empathy is such a strong thing of who I am and the people that I help, and hopefully the people that I attract can feel that. I want them to be able to place themselves in other people's shoes, because that's when you truly relate, and that's when you can really truly touch a person's life, and not just like health-wise, but on a friend level. Like my goal is not to just get coaches on a team, but to build a lifetime of friends and of a community that can help each other and grow and in their physical as well as like their personal development, like helping them becoming the best person they can be.
That's a really inspiring reason for people to join your team, I think.
I hope so.
How do you feel that you would be able to help, how you really would be able to help new team members reach their goals? I mean, you said a lot of it is going to be a lot of self-motivation as well, but you do encourage quite a bit.
Yeah, I think personally, I think I have an ear for listening. So like I'm not just, I want them to do their best, but in those times when it's really rough, be a listening ear, and I know how to hold a dog in my lap. I'm just there for them. I just got their backs. Like, I get it when they're going through hard times, and I'm there to offer resources, you know. I have a lot of resources at my disposal that I've gotten from other coaches or other trainings, and I'm more than willing to share that with them and help them figure out who they are. And something I have a strength in, which is not something that everyone has strength in, is being able to put my thoughts into words, into writing stuff down. So I really know how to connect with people on a word level and get people to feel what I'm feeling through my words. And so I think that's something that I've seen a lot of other coaches struggle with, like really how to put what they're feeling into words. And so that's something I think I can help them with. But most of all, I think I can just help them because I can be a friend to them. Mm-hmm. It's not that I'm going to be like this boss or this, you know, why aren't you meeting your quota of meeting people? It's really helping them focus on the fact that this is not about the numbers. Yes, like you can build a business out of it, and yes, you can have ambition and have goals to reach. Like, I'm all for that, but it has to be about the people. And like, because that's so much of my focus, I think that will be a focus for them too. Like, it's not going to be about the money or about all this stuff. Like, those are nice perks, but ultimately if they see me being the example of how to be a leader and how to step up, then that's going to help them be a leader and step up. So I guess just leading by example, I guess, is the best thing to say. To sum all that up, I talk a lot, but
that's a great strength, though.
Leading by example would probably be the best thing.
So in your health journey, what were some of the most difficult things you faced, or particular obstacles that you had to overcome?
I hate eating healthy. I hate it. And that's something, probably the last month or two, I really, I love pizza, and I will unashamedly say, and I will unashamedly eat pizza. Now, it's with portion control. That's something I hammer on, it's portion control, and I'm going to eat my vegetables first, but that's when I first came into this, I thought okay, as a health and fitness coach, you should like working out and you should like eating healthy. I don't. What I do love is I love feeling good. I do. I love ice cream. I would eat ice cream every single day if I could. But the other day, one of my coworkers, we were at lunch, and I'd been eating healthy for the last 2 weeks, and she asked me if I just got ice cream, and I could honestly say, I feel good. I don't want ice cream. Not because I don't love ice cream, I do, but because I was feeling good and I didn't want to ruin that. So that was kind of an obstacle one, because that's kind of what people expect you to like, and really being real with myself and saying, okay, yes, I am a health and wellness coach, but it's okay not to like that. I do it. I'm still going to lead by example, and I'm still going to eat healthy, but I don't like it. I do it because it's important. And so that was kind of a big obstacle, is trying, one, figure out who I am, two, realizing that, okay, quit pretending that you like to eat healthy and you like all these healthy recipes. There are some healthy recipes, and I'm totally down for finding healthy recipes that I like, but that was a major challenge for me to be able to admit that. I guess the other thing is with struggling with depression, it's really hard to work out sometimes. I know I should care, but there's days I don't. And there's times that I even hate being on Facebook and sharing my story, just because it takes so much energy, and I just don't want to put it forward. I mean, when you're depressed, you just, there's part of you that cares, but there's part of you that just really doesn't give a rat's tail either. And that's me some days. That's me a lot of days. I think what has helped me get through that, though, and push myself anyway, besides the feeling better thing, is just that now as a coach, I know that there's people that are counting on me. Like, if I'm not out there doing that, who's going to help them? And I'm not trying to be egotistical of, oh, I'm the help and I'm the one. But I think people, when they follow you and they trust you, they expect things out of you. They expect you to be a leader. And you can't just step down because you're feeling bad or you're feeling depressed. Like, you have to stand up and fight. You have to say enough is enough and just do it. Whether you find the motivation, like, motivation doesn't come from other people. Encouragement comes from other people, but you have to find the motivation in yourself. It starts with you. It just starts with that want. And what I have to remind myself when I'm going through those challenges is I really want to help people. And I really want to be the best person I can be and inspire other people to be the best for me. How do I do that? I do that by showing up with my workouts. I do that by eating healthy. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You just, like, your eyes rolled back in your head. I was really worried for a minute. And just keep living your life and being honest. Like, being honest about where you are. Even if that means you eat pizza. That's just, yeah. Did I shock you with my answers?
No, it sounds like you have a lot of accomplishments that you've made, like personal goals, and maybe even defying some of your own expectations or others, or defying your instinct to give in to depression rather than pursue health.
Yeah, I definitely think I can jump back out of depression easier. I mean, than I used to, but it's because I set myself up with the right resources. Like, I have the support group, and I'm making the conscious choice to be vulnerable, and when I'm struggling with depression, reaching out to people and not just holding on to it myself. Like, and that's the thing, like, you can and when you're depressed, you can have all the people reach out to you want, but until you decide that enough's enough, nothing's gonna change. Like, you have to stand up and fight, and that's something that I had to learn, and I've learned that now. Doesn't mean I do it all the time, but I'm getting better at it, and hopefully I can help walk other people through getting better at that.
So having a Beachbody support group, or just any support group, has been a really big part of your journey.
Yeah.
And sounds like it really is, what inspired all of this and has really changed your life.
Yeah.
And that's a huge encouragement for other people who are thinking about that. What other opportunities that you've had as being a Beachbody coach would you like to share to people who are kind of on the fence about the whole thing?
Like, as far as the fitness goes, or like as far as, I don't know, to me, Beachbody just offers so much. I tell my friends this all the time, like, so Beachbody is what is it called, an MLM, like a multi-level marketing or whatever. So they're social network marketing, and the thing I tell them, like, there's Mary Kay, there's this new lip sense, there's Pampered Chef, there's all these things, but, like, the thing that made the difference for me with Beachbody is that they care about the person as a whole. It's not just about getting physically healthy, it's about becoming healthy as a whole. And they put, like, so much time and energy into helping people and really making things, like, affordable for them. Like, that, and they give back. Like, so this month I'm running a group called the Beachbody Health Bet, and basically what you do is you show up into an accountability group, you take a picture or a selfie that you drank a superfood nutrition drink for 5 days, and then you exercise 3 times a week. That's all you do. You do that for 4 weeks, and you get money for it. Like, what company is going to give back? What's going to pay you to get healthy? Like, so what, I just love the company. Like, that's just awesome. Like, I don't think I could ever do any other company if it wasn't helping the person become better and bettering themselves. And then to have the company on top of it to say, hey, I'm going to pay you back. Or, you know, the thing when I first tried, because I was kind of on the fence with this thing too in the beginning of my journey. And I was kind of like, well, I really love the 5-day group, but do I really want to invest this money in this? And what made the difference for me is that they always have a 30-day guarantee money back, like full money. And so that's why I chose the 21-day fix, not only because it fit in with my schedule and stuff, but I could complete the whole program. If I didn't get results, I sent it back, got all my money back. So like that, for me, that was a big thing. It was kind of risk-free in my mind. I mean, now, like on the other side of it, like there's just so much value in it. Again, in January, they came out with this all access pass to every single Beachbody program ever made, and you get it for the whole year for $100. Like, I spent over $100 just buying the 21-day fix. Like, and now I get access to every single thing. So they're just constantly putting new stuff out there that truly is their goal to help people. And of course, like, that's what I want to do. Like, I want to serve and help people. So like, I love the company from that. On a more of, I mean, you've heard my story, so you know that I love it anyway because it's made me feel better and helped me do stuff. But yeah, the support and just being a coach has really helped me. And even now, like as a vet, I'm making good money, but all my money is going to my $200,000 student loan. So my husband and I can't get a house like we want, you know. We'd really like to get a house so we can get a dog and a cat. So they have a yard to play in, but I can't get a dog or cat because I don't have the money right now. So Beachbody is really helping us to, like, it's not a whole lot I'm making right now, but it's providing some extra cushion where we can put it into savings so we can save it for that house. Like it's providing extra stuff, and sometimes it's just enough to buy groceries for the week, so we don't have to worry about blowing our grocery budget or allowing us to go on a date. So it has financial rewards for me that has helped to strengthen my marriage, so there's not as much stress on it. And it's definitely, as it continues to grow, again, it's about the people, but being able to build a business as I'm working as a veterinarian is just going to help me get that loan paid off faster, which means more freedom. So it's had a lot of benefits for me other than just, my physical transformation and that transformation. It's really helped my marriage. Even though my husband's a skinny mini and is like, doesn't eat healthy. And that I mean, you talked about challenges earlier. That's probably a big challenge for me. It's like, since I got married, how do you eat with someone that eats junk all the time and that's 120 pounds and 6'1", like, when I'm clearly not that. It's just, like, it can be so discouraging at times, but, you just gotta know that I teach him all the time that he's gonna have a pot-bellied chicken legs one day. But, it's a challenge, and again, it's remembering your goals and deciding and going for them and not being afraid to jump and not being afraid to fail. Like, there's been lots of times I failed, and the old me, so before I started this, I was very much what I called an all or none girl. If I messed up a little bit, I'm like, well, I already messed up, so I'm just going to mess up the rest. It doesn't matter. Versus now, I'm like, okay, I messed up a little bit. It's okay. I'm going to give myself some grace, and I'm going to keep moving forward. So, it's like, I've read, there's this book out there. It's called Fall Forward or Fail Forward. And so that's kind of where my mind says now, okay, I failed, but I'm going to move forward from it. Versus I failed, I'm going to give up on everything now. I don't remember what the original question was.
That's all right. There's only one last question I have anyway.
Okay.
In one word or two words, how would you describe the overall theme of your story?
One or two words. I have no idea.
I mean, it could be 3 words or, just something short.
Joy finder, depression fighter, life changing. I mean, I don't know that there's one word that could sum it all out, because it's just been a transformation from every angle.
I think those are all perfect descriptions.
Yeah. Like I don't know.